Hi guys, I'm here with Talula because in this video I'm going to rank my least favorite to my favorite Barbie movie characters. And of course, this video is going to include the old Barbie movies before The Fairy Secret because I really didn't like this movie. And actually, I stopped watching afterwards. So when I want to watch a Barbie movie, I always go back to the original movies. So I think it's only fair and better for me to include those movies. And of course, I'm going to include Erica from Princess and the Pauper because I see that she's overlooked because she's a brunette, and it's like not fair because she's Barbie as the Princess and the Pauper. She has a double role. It's not like Alexa that is portrayed by Teresa in the Diamond Castle, so it's completely different. So my least favorite character is Clara from Barbie and the Nutcracker. Don't get me wrong, I just think that she offered things in the movie, but she didn't like. She's not like a game changer. Sorry for the Nutcracker fans. I don't think she's like a huge game changer in the movie. I mean, of course, we see that she's the Sugar Plum Princess. She believes in Eric when nobody else did. I even had her doll as a child and I lost it. But I think she's cool. I think she's very sweet. She has a great dress, but she's not the big deal for me. And I am sorry for the Nutcracker fans. Annalise is a Barbie that I really appreciate, but I don't get the hype over her because she didn't do anything until the end of the movie. She didn't like set the movie. Erica did. Erica was the one that set the movie. So I don't understand why Annalise is placed by people at a higher point. I think it's only because she's blonde and she has a pink dress, because she's a typical Barbie, and that she actually is really beautiful. So I think this is the reason, but I don't think that her character is actually this big that is served to us. I don't know how to say it. I don't hate her. I really love her. I just don't think she deserves this hype that Erica doesn't get. But she was actually willing to marry someone that she didn't love, and she was actually ready to give her love up so that she could save her kingdom. This is, along with what she did to help Erica, a very, very good action and a very nice thing to consider when ranking and actually taking into consideration when actually examining a character. Above, I have to place Rapunzel because she's a very go-getter girl. I mean, she doesn't want to stay trapped. She does everything she can so that she will flee from that hole that she's trapped into. She said that she prefers to be a drop of paint rather than being captured and a slave in her entire life. So I appreciate her for this. She was raised by Goldfell and still she believes in the good of the world. She has faith, and when Penelope tells her that if she leaves now, if she stays in the village, Goldfell will actually harm her father, Rapunzel goes back to save Hugo, and she's not a liar. She's still telling the truth. But I just think she's too mysterious. I mean, if I was here, I know she doesn't trust people that easily, but if I was here, I would actually say some things that are more, because exactly she's not aware of the danger that is around her. And I would tell the prince that, you know, I am captured by this witch and stuff. So I have like some things that are not identical to me. Eden is actually the first Barbie and only, I think, antagonist. She's actually like Scrooge from the Christmas Carol story, and she has the biggest character development out of all the Barbie characters. She had a huge awakening when the third spirit, the future spirit of Christmas, told her that if she doesn't change, she will ruin every relationship she had with everyone, and she will end up being alone and poor and homeless and everything. And she really turned into a very good person. That is the Barbie that we know. I like her very much. I think that this movie taught me that if we don't try to actually do what scares us, we never grow up. And these are the words that the third spirit told Eden herself. So I love Eden, but she's not actually my best because I love the other characters more. Then we have Corinne from the Three Musketeers. I like her. She's a feminist. She actually overpowered the villain, even if she's a girl. I mean, she had less physical power, less experience, way less experience, but she kept on insisting and fighting to do what's right. And when the prince told her that the girls can't be musketeers, she fought and stood up for herself, and she proved him wrong. So I think that she teaches us a very good lesson about the girl power. Then I have to give it to Mariposa because she's an outsider like me, but she still didn't hesitate to do the right thing. She helped, and she didn't team up with Hannah, and she actually fought for the good for everyone else, that she didn't feel like she didn't fit in, she didn't belong, and she kept fighting for them. She supported Carlos, and I appreciate her for this. I have to give it to her, and everyone that may hate her, you have to give this to her. She helped without hesitation, and she used her judgment, guys. She used her judgment to find the right star, and she actually, I as a child, I felt that she chose a star that didn't belong, and it still worked. It was very inclusive for us, the outsiders, the underdogs. So I have to place her higher than the other characters. I really love Thumbelina. I think she's an example of how a small creature can do so many things and change everything. She actually shows that privacy matters. She wanted to keep her existence as a secret, and she preferred to save the babies that were going to come to her house, and she was brave even if the circumstances were not in her favor. I have a huge respect for Liana because she taught me that even if you have a small house, it's more than enough. She really taught me to appreciate things, and I don't understand why people say that Barbie movies are dumb and they don't teach girls anything, because they actually do. They teach a lot of things. She taught me this, that you have to be satisfied, be grateful with the things that you have. And she really got offered a castle and she rejected it because she loved her house. She stood up for a stranger. She did everything she could to fight for her new friend, and she fought to get Alexa back. She's very generous, as she didn't have much, but she gave the old lady the piece of toast. So I think she's the seventh of my list because she's a very generous and good example for young girls. Elena, what can I say about my sixth character on the list? Elena it has like some things that are similar to Mariposa, even if I have her higher on my list, because I got closer and more connected to her. She had more movies. When Mariposa, I started getting into puberty, and at the time I didn't watch the Barbie movies. It was a huge mistake. If you are like a child, don't stop watching the movies. She's a great example of, again, being an outsider doesn't mean that you should team up with the person that wants to harm the others. She didn't get Laverna's wings. she kept fighting for the other fairies, even if most of them made fun of her. And she did whatever she could to help everyone. She was alone. She didn't know what to face. Imagine being like left alone to fight and find a way to help everyone around you with no one's help, only your pets, and still being brave. She really went to the extremities. She didn't stop helping anyone. She helped Nalu, and she was his matchmaker with Nori, and she was humble. And even if Sunburst at the beginning got her wrong and bullied her, she really went to find Sunburst, and she was really nice. She was very kind to people, even if they were again mean to her. And she actually is an example of people being, you have to be kind. Annika from The Magic of Pegasus had a huge character development as well. I really loved her. I even had a school bag with her. And I remember that I loved Blush, her orange girl, the little helper that she had, that delayed the sunset. And Annika is like, she was really sassy to her parents. She didn't listen to them. She was naive, but you can't blame her totally because she didn't know the whole story. But when she learned the whole story, when everyone was in danger because of Wenlock, she actually got to fight this scary man. She was even willing to sacrifice so that she could help save everyone when the wand was not helpful at the time, the Wand of Stars. And I think that this shows what a person she is. She was very sassy with Aidan as well, and she was funny. And I love that she had helped Shiver, her pet. They had a great bonding, and she did whatever she could for her sister. I love Annika. She's not just a typical girl that saves the world. She made a lot of mistakes, and she owned them up. And she also taught us that if you are brave enough, and if you have hope, if you keep fighting and don't stop, everything can be solved. So she really, and her, I actually loved her dress that she wore before the transformation as well as the one after. It was actually really nice, and I can't see myself wearing a dress like that on a usual occasion, like going to a cafe or something. And I loved her for this as well. My fourth favorite is Odette. I really like her. She's really kind, and she had realistic things going on about her. What I mean, she didn't like go to help and save the strangers that she made like instantly, but then she didn't leave them when Prince offered her help and protection. This actually shows that she's like a very caring person, and that she's concerned about other people. She didn't stop when they needed help, when they needed rescuing, and they were strangers and she was transformed into a swan, but she could leave when the prince told her, and she didn't leave. She's very kind, she's very sweet, she's a good example, and she has one of my favorite dresses ever. So if I have to say something more, is that she has one of my favorite movies. And I love this one. Like, I love everything. I love the elves. I love Carlita and Liana and that girl Marisa. So I have to place her really high. She was very kind. She was a really kind Barbie to watch and get related to. And she showed her insecurity. She was afraid of rejection, and she wasn't portrayed as the perfect girl. Genevieve is my third favorite. I love her so much. She's always late like me, and I could relate. She has flaws. She's not served as a perfect Barbie girl. She has one of the most beautiful dresses that I have ever seen in my entire life. The details are amazing. and she actually puts her family first. She encourages her sisters. She's smart, she's not naive, she's not fooled by Ruina, and I don't know what else to say. She actually serves as a very good character. She has a very beautiful storyline around her. She falls in love, and the storyline is not just about their love, it's about trying to save her family. She doesn't give up. She didn't give up, even if she thought her father said that they were a burden. My second favorite is, of course, Rosella. She has the most beautiful dress ever, along with Odette. And Genevieve, of course, comes second. She loves adventure. She's super kind. She's very polite, even if Ariana was super mean to her. And Antonio's parents, she wanted to help them. And this little, tiny, beautiful creature to wake up from the poison, she didn't give up, even if Antonio didn't want her, but at the same time she didn't want to ruin his marriage, his wedding with Luciana. She stepped aside, and then she kept on trying with him when he said that he wanted to be with her. She can talk with animals. I love her. I love the movie, one of my favorite movies, because of the animals. And she's very adventurous. She loves traveling. I don't know what else to say about her. She saved the movie. She saved the plot. She's beautiful. She's everything that I wanted to be as a girl. So of course I was going to place her this high. And my favorite, of course, is Erica. This is why I complain about her not being included when it comes to Barbie movies, because she's a Barbie as well. You know, as a child, my natural hair is brunette, so I wanted someone to relate with. I wanted to be represented. So Erica was brunette, and she had a blue dress that my favorite color is blue and red. And even if I love pink as well, of course. But Erica was blue, and she did this to me. I could actually see myself in Erica. She saved the whole movie. Erica and Dominic are my OTP, my one true pairing, and she actually didn't didn't hesitate a minute to save her friend that was in danger. She risked herself being imprisoned for that. She actually pretended to be Annalise so that Premjo would actually confess at the point where he took Annalise. And she fell in love with Dominic, and she didn't actually want to ruin any plan to save Annalise, even if she risked being taken wrong by Dominic. And then she wanted to chase her dreams. She came back to love, though. She actually showed that being free is actually choosing not to go but to stay, and this is very encouraging. I really love everything about her. I don't have anything to fault her. I don't have anything. I love her, and I can identify with her. Only I don't identify to the part that I can't sing. I sing like a seagull, but Erica is great. I love clothes as well as her. I won't love to be sleeping in my bed all day as her, and I will try to do my best for my friends as well as Erica. So, Talula wants to know, who is your favorite Barbie character? Comment below. Thank you for watching my video, guys. Bye.